Hi and what's up? In today's video I'm going to be showing you two recipes that are going to be budget friendly and they are going to be super delicious. If you're new here, I'm Scovia and I love showing you easy and amazing recipes. So today I'm going to be using vegetables. Today there's no meat, so I'm going to be showing you two healthy meals. So let's get started with the first recipe. So I'm going to be using a couple of vegetables. I had vegetables. I usually buy a lot of vegetables. I store them in my fridge. So today we are clearing out the vegetables and making delicious meal. So I have zucchini, I have assorted capsicum, broccoli that is leftover, I have potatoes, leftover mushroom, and a couple of spices and tomato. So let's begin. So I'm going to move over to the stove top, place a pan and add cooking oil. I'm using 2 tablespoons of cooking oil because I'm using vegetables. Because the vegetables don't have fats. Normally when I make a meal and it has meat, because the meat is usually a little bit fatty, I usually add a little bit of oil. But today I'm using 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to add in onions. Stir in the onions and let them soften up. So when my onions are cooking, I'm going to be picking up my hand blender. I want to show you a very nice hack for blending your tomatoes. Pick a knife, chopping board. So this is how I usually do when I don't want to use the big blender. So I usually chop my tomato. I'm just chopping up large pieces of tomato, just like that, and then I'm going to place my tomatoes in my container over here. Next, I'm going to add some water. Check on my onions, and they are almost browning. Pick my blender, my hand blender. I have a socket over there, and then I'm going to blend my tomatoes. Once everything is blended, that was quite a hack and very fast. So I'm going to add in my blended tomatoes. Then next I'm going to add half a tablespoon of tomato paste, spices, and you'll find everything listed in the description box down below. Stir in. And let the tomatoes cook through. Check on my tomatoes and they're almost cooked through. So I'm going to pick my chopping board. And then I'm going to chop my potatoes. So this is a recipe for about 2 people. And also you can make a meal plan and have some nice vegetable stews in your fridge. So I'm going to check on my tomatoes. This is how they're looking and smelling amazing. So I'm going to add in my potatoes. I'm starting with the potatoes because they usually take a while cooking. Stir in and give my potatoes around 2 minutes. so that they can cook a little bit, and then I'm going to add the rest of the vegetables. So to add some seasoning, I'm going to add in some salt, and also to add flavor, I'm going to be adding some chicken masala. So after a couple of minutes, this is how it's looking, and this looks delicious. So I'm going to add the rest of the vegetables. So I'm going to be picking my zucchini or courgettes, some mushrooms, some broccoli. This is pure deliciousness. Add a little bit of water so that the vegetables can cook through. Mix in everything to combine with the water, and let this simmer for around 5 minutes, because the potatoes had cooked for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then I'll check the seasoning. So my vegetable stew is ready, and I love the seasoning that comes with the whole package. My whole package is my vegetable stew. So I've checked the seasoning, it is just perfect, and I love the chicken masala that I added later on. It has given the vegetable stew some chicken flavor. Yeah. So I'm going to add in my assorted peppers, and then I'm going to stir in. So for my second recipe, I'm going to be making eggplant curry, and it's going to be simple, straight to the point. So I'm going to start off with chopping an onion. I'm using 1 small onion because it is a recipe for 2, just like that. And then I'm going to add this in my pan. Stir in. While my onion is cooking, I'm going to be working on my eggplant. So I'm using 4 pieces of eggplant. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel off the skin. My kids don't like the skin, so I usually peel it. So it's quite easy to peel your eggplant. Just use a good vegetable peeler. Check on my onions, and they're almost browning. This is how they're looking. So I'm going to add in 2 blended tomatoes. Add in tomato paste. Add in spices. So I have garlic powder, garam masala, some ginger and curry powder. Add that in as well. And then I'm going to add in 1 seasoning cube. When everything is well combined, I'm going to continue peeling my eggplant. And then I'm going to chop up my eggplant. Sorry. To medium sizes. So I'm going to check the seasoning. It's almost perfect. So I'm going to wait for everything to cook, and then I'm going to add the seasoning. When my tomatoes are ready, I'm going to add in my eggplant. Add a little bit of water. Stir in, and let the eggplant cook for around 2 to 3 minutes. or you cook until it softens up. When my eggplant comes to a boil, I'm going to add in coconut cream. Stir in. Then I'm going to reduce the flames to low. Let this simmer for around 5 minutes. I'd said 3 to 4. So I'm going to simmer mine for around 5 minutes. This is how it's looking after about 5 minutes. As you can see, it's so creamy from the coconut cream, and my eggplant is cooked. So I've not overcooked my eggplant. Don't cook until it's all mushy. You need some texture in your food. So this is how it's looking, and it's ready. So I'm going to add in some assorted peppers. Give this a minute to cook, and my eggplant curry is all ready. And I forgot to mention, I added a little bit of chili flakes, so it's a spicy eggplant curry. So there you have it, guys. I have 2 meals which are on a budget, and they're all vegetables, very flavorful and super delicious. My eggplant curry, my spicy eggplant curry, is very creamy, and my vegetable stew is full of vegetables, and the taste is just out of this world. So this is it, guys. So I hope you try out this recipe at home. If you have vegetables in your fridge, whatever vegetables you have, just make this delicious vegetable stew and this super creamy eggplant curry. Catch you on my next one. Bye.